We'll now begin with item 27, financial health of the Los Angeles Homeless Services Authority, which I held. If there are no objections, we'll hear the reports, followed by any remarks by supervisors, and then public comment. For members of the public on the telephone, please press 1 then 0 now to comment on this item. And we have many presenters with us here today. I will make reference to them, and I thank them all for being here this morning to have this conversation, which is very important about the financial position of LAHSA and its contracted service providers. Today is about transparency and having a public discussion about a challenge that has long impacted our homeless services delivery across Los Angeles County: payment to the network of providers performing the critical work of our homeless services system: outreach, interim housing, encampment resolution, and intensive case management services. The system is structurally flawed. This is no one person's fault. I want to be clear, today's exercise is about fixing what is broken, not about pointing fingers, because this isn't any one person's fault. It is a system failure. We've all been here long enough to understand that this is a problem and it is time to fix it. No one should have to scramble to make the system work and get our funding out, and the burden can no longer be carried by our service providers. Last December, I met with a coalition of providers who raised this issue, and since then, I've raised concerns with the same message: something has to change. We are in a state of emergency. We have to do things differently and urgently to deliver results, and too often, we have conversations that are siloed. But with each of you all here today with us, we can have an opportunity to fully understand the problem with everyone at the table so we can fix it. The problem, as I see it before us, is twofold. First, we know our payment system is broken. Our homeless services system has grown astronomically to solve this crisis, and now our payment system needs to be fundamentally reformed to keep pace with the urgency of the state of emergency we're in. The second part of the problem is that not all funders provide funding for the system in the same way, which contributes to the problem and creates issues for our providers. And because the county and the city of LA are both significant funders of LAHSA, we need to understand the city side too to get it right. And Mayor Bass did send a letter to all of us on the board last night, reaffirming her commitment to addressing the payment model and getting funding to the providers that they need. If we name a problem, we can solve it, and that's what we're here to do today. First, we will hear from our